All right. Hey, everyone. This is Dan Puz, the friendliest real estate agent in Reno. And I've got a really quick, interesting story. And then we'll talk about tenants' rights, which is absolutely causing a lot of headaches and a lot of problems for landlords. And it's also giving tenants the opportunity to try to recover from either job loss or not having another place to go to. So, funny story. I had a contractor come over to a house that we're putting up for sale. The owner of the home is 89 years old. He's in a nursing home and he needs to sell this house in order to pay for his nursing home bills. He's in a live-in care facility. Well, one of the neighbors calls OSHA and has OSHA come out because the contractor who's working on this home has two guys working on the inside that are moving furniture out. OSHA cites my contractor saying that he cannot have people within 6 feet of each other. Contractor explains, we have to move all of this furniture out of the house for this elderly person, and they can't do it alone. It takes two people to move some of these tables and desks and everything else. Doesn't matter. Well, a few hours later, OSHA comes out again, gives them another citation, and then goes around to the rest of his job sites looking for reasons to write citations for basically doing a job that was contracted by somebody who is in a have-to-sell situation. Interesting, because you never know what's going to happen when Americans start ratting out Americans. It's awful. Moving on, tenants' rights. Now, this, I don't care how you feel about it. I'm giving you guys the information so that you can be informed and make the right decisions for you. Right now, tenants are in a position up until June 1st where if you have a tenant in one of your properties, say it's a rental home, you cannot have anybody show that property. You cannot walk through that property. You cannot have an appraiser go through that property. You can't have a home inspector go through that property. After June 1st, you may show the property and you may have people come over to the property if the tenant allows it. If the tenant says no, once again, you cannot show that property, even if you're the homeowner. This may change by the middle of July. That is the target date. However, right now, you can also not give a tenant a notice to vacate. We all know about the evictions. Nobody can evict anybody, but if there is no lease in place, you cannot give a tenant a notice to vacate, which is usually a 30-day notice to leave a property. So if you have to sell a property right now and the tenant is not willing to willingly leave the property, they don't have to by law. So you, the homeowner, have less rights to your property at this current time than the person who is occupying the property. Why is that important for people? Because what's happening right now is a lot of people have their homes sold in escrow, but the tenant won't leave, so they can't close the property. So unless you're willing to buy that home with the tenant in that property, you're not going to be able to sell that property. Chances of that are not very likely. Reason number two why this is important, what's going to happen soon, all these properties that can't go up for sale because they have a tenant in them, eventually, hopefully around July or August, the rules are going to change and people will be allowed to put their homes up for sale. There's going to be a flood of homes hitting the market. Whenever there's a flood of inventory, that means that the amount of buyers aren't necessarily going to go up. That means the prices will start to come down as there are more homes available for buyers to choose from. There aren't more buyers in the market right now. Home sales, April over April, were down about 50% year over year. That means only half as many homes are selling this month as there were at the same time this year, this month of last year. Does that make sense? So what is happening is inventory is starting to go up and the buyers are starting to take a little bit longer to get homes into escrow. So if we have a flood of homes hitting the market, you can expect the prices to come down. One thing that I would say is we have low interest rates and it is still a great time to sell a home because there's still low inventory. We're still in a very, very strong seller's market. So if you have to sell a home, it's still a good time. If you don't have to sell a home, but you're thinking about it, I would say you either make a decision to sell a home within the next couple of months or you're able to keep it and hold on to it for the long haul until we figure out what's going to happen with this virus, or if the home takes a severe dip in price, say over the next year or two, you're able to hold on to it, make your mortgage payments, and you're not worried about what the price of your home is, because it shouldn't matter if your mortgage payments are the same and you have a secure job. Guys, if you have any questions, please give us a call. Phone number 775-771-1047. We're always willing to come out nights, weekends, and do our 161-point inspection on your home. That's been proven to help homeowners get up to 18% more for the property than just by using a standard agent. If you want any information on what we're doing differently in our marketplace to bring home sellers bigger results, give us a call, and we'd be happy to come out, take a look at your home for free, and share with you any advice, or just talk about what's happening in the market, because we don't think things are going to get better immediately. Guys, have a good week.